Today we're going to be looking at my favourite ever books on zine and comic making, and an introduction to my favourite cartoonist and teacher. So stick around if you want to find out more. Hello, welcome to a kooky corner of YouTube where we delve into all things arty, crafty and anything in between. And this is my anything in between at the moment. I'm really into zine making. If you've been to Cozy Art Club at any point in time in the near past, you will have seen me making zine journals that you can then doodle into. So I'm talking about these kind of things. So my whole thought process for this week has been, what am I going to do for index card a day? This will be my third year of doing index card a day, and I'm looking forward to it. I have followed the prompts for the past 2 years, and I'm still considering whether or not to do that. My brain won't decide until actually it comes to the moment to make my first card. But I have considered doing some kind of zine comic book related thing, using index cards, obviously, because that is the main basis for the whole thing. And yeah. Anyway, here I have a pile of books I have pulled off my bookshelf. I want to introduce you to a new zine book, an older zine book, and my favourite ever comic book artist. So let's have a little click into the top one first. Apologies for the weird shadows at the back of here. We've got some sunshine. So my desk is flooded with a little bit of sun, which I am not complaining about at all, but it does cause these weird shadows, which would be great to draw around actually. Anyway, I'm getting confused and digressing. This is a brand new book. I bought this, I think I pre-ordered it in January because I saw it was coming out. It's a nice small book. It's about the size of my hand, so it's not going to take up too much room. If you've seen my bookshelves, you'll probably hear them groaning with relief, because I have a lot of books. Anyway, zine making and bookbinding. This is by Lauren Simkin Burke, and it's a beginner's guide, 25 projects. I've had a flick through this because it is, as I say, it came this week. It's very new to me. I'm very happy about the fact that it's got fluorescent in it. That makes me happy, because you know my love of fluorescence. So, contents, tools and materials, sewn bindings, zine forms. That's the thing that I'm truly interested in. I do like accordion forms as well, and I'm considering accordion form zines. So yeah, pop-ups, always a fun thing to learn how to do if you want to make your own like pop-up books or pop-up cards, or any kind of scenario where you're going to need some kind of a pop-up included within it. Few other things. So making a case-bound cover for a journal. I love case-bound covers. I have many loves, but I do love a little slip case that goes over a journal. Love that to bits. So slip case, board books, how to make a board book. All of these are included in this book. I'm not going to show you everything because that would not be fair, but I will flip through to a couple of things. Especially this. I believe bookbinding and zine making are useful and empowering endeavours for all people, not just artists. Creating a book or zine allows you to play at the intersection of image making, object making, design and authorship, and to do so in the form that invites reader, viewer or audience to engage in an interactive manner. I love that. So there's a little bit about the author there as well. A good place to start is where you get your tools and materials. You don't need all of these to start a zine. If you want to do a zine, all you really need is a pair of scissors and a piece of A4 paper and a drawing material, and then you've got the basis for a zine going on. But if you want to go into it any form, that this is a really good place to start looking. You've got binding methods. Flip through here. This tells you something about paper grain as well. So the grain of the paper, how to test it. Tearing paper when you want to tear it. These are really, really interesting and useful things that you need to know that sometimes get missed in other books. You know, the grain of the paper, how you use it to tear along, how you can make something easy to tear. All types of book binding, how to make a sewn book, long stitch bindings, quite a few things. Then you get to the zine form that tells you that zine is a shortened form of the word magazine and is the name for informal and inexpensively created booklets, which I'm really into at the moment. How to do different kinds of folds. An octavo zine. Octavo zine? Okay. Yeah, I like that one. Mini zines, accordion forms, pop-ups. How to do different kinds of pop-ups. How to incorporate cut layers into your pieces. Absolutely beautiful. And at the back, you've got a little bit about the author and a little blank zine that comes inside an envelope. I'm not going to take it out now. Well, I could do. It's kind of folded ready for you to start. So you don't actually have to make your first one. You've got one to go with already in the back of this book. So that is brand new to me, brand new to publishing. I think it was published this year. Yeah, 2026. So that is Zine Making and Bookbinding by Lauren Simkin Burke. First book. This next one is not new. It's a book I've had on my shelf for quite a few years. Trying to remember when I bought it, but I'll probably have bought it when it came out. So let's have a little look. See if it gives us a date. 2006. So yeah, 2006 this came out. I kind of think I bought it a little later than that. It's probably going to be about 2010, something like that. Oh, I can tell you. If it gives me a date on this. No, it's all faded. No, literally, that's where I got it from. Anyway, this is called What You Mean? What's a Zine? The Art of Making Zines and Mini Comics. It's got contributions from 20 creators of indie comics and magazines, and it's by Mark Todd and Esther Pearl Watson. This is done in a zine format even. It is how you would probably put together a zine. So it takes a little bit of reading. If you're used to reading a book from it's got a beginning and it's got lots of words and an end, you're going to enjoy this for the fact that you can jump around. You've got things written in handwriting. I love this kind of book. This kind of book floats my boat. So you've got an author's note here. We wanted to make a book that we would have loved to have found when we first started our mini comics. So this is that. So we've got 200 years of zine. What is a zine? Why is a zine? We've got some examples of comic zines. The evolution of self-publishing. So zine is kind of like it's your self-published thing. Basically, the idea is that you make lots of copies of it via copy machine or a printer, and then you can fold them out and send them out into the world to be found by other people, or sometimes you can sell them as well. So lots and lots of information that I want you to read if you find this interesting at all. So different things that you could use to make a zine about, really handy. You can make a zine about absolutely anything you want to. This is just a list for if you get overwhelmed and you can't think of a place to start. You might look in here and find something that you could grab a hold of and run with. A pet diary, I love that. Make a list of everything your pooch does every 10 minutes. Wonderful. Annoying. These are the things that bug the nerves right out of your skin. I would love to do a zine on things that annoy me. That would be awesome. So lots of different ideas. Having fun with materials, so the different kind of ways, things that you can use to make materials. Different kinds of writing that you can do inside. So you can go on rants, fiction, poetry. It could be a diary or a journal or a review of something. And it's a really, really good read. I love this to bits. Zine formats, it's a little like the one we just looked at, but it's a little more zine-esque, should I say, in this form. So you've got lots of different ways of folding the zine, how to make your master copy. So lots and lots and lots of information on here. It goes into different kinds of staplers. I mean, you could make a zine about office materials if you really wanted to. That would be interesting. It would be interesting to me. I love office materials. Staplers and glue guns and things like that. Oh yeah, I'm there for those. So this is a very, very good book. It gives you a list of all of the people who make zines as well that you might be able to check out. Some of them may be out of date because, as I say, this was 2006 that this book came out. But still a very valid and interesting book if you're interested in making zines. Also, if you're interested in bookmaking in general, I have a whole list video of bookmaking books that I have on my bookshelves. I will try and remember to link it in the description below. If I don't, give me a nudge and tell me that I didn't do that, and I will then do it. But I will try and remember, so my brain is now plugged to remember to put a link to that particular video in the description box below. And now on to my favourite comic artist ever, Lynda Barry. Lynda Barry is a cartoonist, a writer and a tutor at a university in Wisconsin, I think. And basically her course, it takes people from any particular course that they're on. So it doesn't have to be an arts-based course. And she will provide this course, and it's first come, first serve basis. As far as I can remember, I think it's still going. I don't know for sure. So check it out. She has an Instagram that you can follow. It's called The Nearsighted Monkey. I will link to all these in the description box below again. This one is the first book of Lynda. You can see I've got a fair few here. I'm not going to go through all of them in detail, but this one was the first book I ever picked up. It was in one of my local comic book stores. It was in Ashburton, and I was entranced. The book itself, the colours, it just screamed to me, all the little creatures on there. I love these sock monkey creatures here. And it's Do You Wish You Could Write? Dramatically illustrated with more than colour pictures. Love this. So the front cover itself is worth reading through. All the different little notes on here. Life, it's all movement. I love it. Go to sleep in class, please. This is a visual delight as well as a very instructional book as well. It's kind of what it is. What is an idea made of future, past, and also meanwhile. Love that. I love that fish. But I love Lynda's style. A lot of the things that she does it on legal pads. So she's just working with an ink and watercolour on a legal pad, which is, I find, brilliant. I think you've got the colour already in there. There's an artist who does monsters on post-it notes. I'm trying for the life of me to think of the name. If I think of it, I'll put it up here on screen. And another person that I actually love as well. But it's kind of like stories of how things come about. And it's like autobiographical as well. And that's Lynda there as a young girl or a child, and imaginary friends and imaginary enemies. And it's like going through all the heartbreak and things when you're a child and all the different lessons that you learn. I absolutely love this. I devoured this. loving all the pictures, loving all the artwork. What goes on in the house at night? I love this. Absolutely adore it. So one of my zines is attacking me at the side here. So this was my first introduction to Lynda Barry, and I love this. It's a visual book. It's got lots of things to write. It's something you can pick up and put down. It's got exercises that you can do in here as well. So it's part workbook as well. So this appealed to everything that I love. So how can one form of energy be changed to another? So keep your pen moving right now, right now. Write in the present tense. Begin with the words I am. Tell us where you are and what is happening in the car image that's come to you. So like this, and then you fill it in. So many beautiful images in here. I absolutely love this book. In fact, when I finish filming this, I'm going to sit down and read through this again, because there's something about this that grabs everything that I love about artwork and writing, and how to put things down and how to use things that happen to you in order to convey something. Love, love, love. Anyway, that's the first one. So that is What It Is by Lynda Barry. The next one I got was Picture This. So I'd already got What It Is, and I thought I need anything more by Lynda Barry. So I set my task is collecting Lynda Barry books. One of Lynda's comic strips was on Maralise. I think that's how you say her name anyway, and her life, going to school and things like that. And this is the Nearsighted Monkey book, Learn How to Art with the Nearsighted Monkey. Let me open this beautiful page here. So again, it's very similar. It is Picture This by Lynda Barry with guest watercolourist Kevin Kawula. So what's in your art books? I love that. Where is my rabbit? It's so dark. Where is my rabbit? It is, I think with Lynda, it's kind of tapping into your creative child who remembers how to create pictures that they loved when they were like 4 or 5. When you're 4 or 5, everything that you put on paper is like fantastical and you love it. And then at some point in between, like maybe 10, maybe earlier, maybe 9 to 12, your inner critic kicks in and stops you from creating anything. I love that Lynda she's opened the whole genre of drawing out to anybody, which is what she does in her university course as well. We don't have to be an artist to be part of her course. So there are lots of like autobiographical stories, some things for you to do, lots and lots of things that you can take as inspiration to create your own pieces of artwork. I'm not going to go through all this again. It's another one I'm going to sit and look through with a coffee in a bit and take inspiration from. Just beautiful. I love all these. love all these. Lynda's also got a YouTube channel, I do believe, as well, with a few different other things that you can check out too. And also in the description box below, I will put a link to an interview that she did about 6 years ago, but it's still very relevant and gives you an insight into her as well. This is beautiful. I love it. Love it. As Lynda says, she says, people can look at my work and they will think, well, if she can do it, well, I can do this. I can do this. This is not hard. And I like that. I love that. It shouldn't be hard. Drawing is another way of conveying thoughts, feelings and emotions, and it should be open to everybody. Okay, rant over. The next two books are excellent. This first one is if you were wanting to take the course in the university and you'd never got a chance, this is the syllabus of her college course in a book. So all the things that you do in here are the exercises that she would give to her students. Which I absolutely love. All about keeping notebooks. So expectations, punctuality and attendance. If you show up, you will glow up, basically. You will learn by showing up and doing the thing, even when you don't feel like doing it. I know it's hard sometimes to cut time out of a day to create. But if you give yourself just 10, 15 minutes every day, you show up, you put the hours in, you put the time in, you can create anything you'd like to create. You've just got to put the time in. So I'm not going to go all the way through this, but it's all the lessons that she would give to students in her course and all the exercises. So this is well worth a purchase for sure. It's just brilliant, and I'm going to take some time and work my way through this as well at some point when I get some clear moments. I'm busy at the minute, but I definitely want to do some more on this book because it's been sat on my shelf for a while and it needs to be used. So that is Syllabus by Lynda Barry. Notes from an Accidental Professor. Along the same line, she does a comic book class as well. So this is Making Comics with Lynda Barry. Look, it's me. And this is how to start making your own comic books. Lots and lots of information in here. The pages are really quite thin, like a composition notebook, which is what she does a lot of her work in. And lots of information, lots of writing, lots of ideas to help you to create your own comic book, but done in a comic book style, which I love. I love all these curious and wonderful monsters. It really is just a feast for the eyes, should I say. Betty Boop. Oh my gosh, I love Betty Boop. So it gives you materials that you're going to need. A flare pen. Remember those? Papermate flare pens. Ah, yeah, I remember those. So you go through, you've got loads and loads to go at here. Lots and lots of information from someone who really, really wants people to actually just delve in and have a go. Brilliant. We may touch on some of these ideas in Art Club in the future, so if you're interested, don't forget Art Club, Cozy Art Club on a Sunday. So we might delve into some of these a little bit deeper. My last one is one that I just purchased again recently. It is 100 Demons. Lynda was in, I think it's a library somewhere, and she discovered this drawing exercise called 100 Demons, which was originally done by a monk in the 16th century, where he drew and listed out all these demons. I'll link again to the story behind that in the description box, but there's going to be a lot in this description box if you're interested to find out. And she thought, what a great idea. You could just list out all the things that have bugged you and make them into demons. So 100 Demons, table of contents. So these are all Lynda's demons that she's drawn in here. But this is a bit... This is also what she uses to draw demons as well. There's a whole list there. And at the back of the book as well, there's a little instructional piece on how to draw your own demons if you want to. So paint your demon. So this is autobiographical. She was at the library when she first read about a painting exercise called 100 Demons. The example she saw was a hand scroll painted by a Zen monk named Hakuin Ekaku in the 16th century Japan, and thought, this is a really good idea to have a go at. I like this demons, and I can assure you it was not painted on yellow legal paper. Checked out some books, followed the instructions, and the demons began to come. And then it was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is a waste of time, but persist. And then you start to love what you're doing. I like this one. This way to the demons. And the first demon is head lice. My worst boyfriend. And as I say, all the demons that she lists in here are like, it's like an autobiographical with a little bit of fiction thrown in, just for comic effect. But it is wonderful. I've read through, where did I finish up earlier? I'll say I only got this week. Trying to think where I got to. Read through the Head Lice on. Read through Lost Worlds, and I am here at Smell. Today's demon is common sense. Love it. But as I say, this is the comic book itself. This is the comic strips that she writes and has written for years and years and years, and I absolutely adore her work, and it is inspiring to me in so many different ways. And the fact that she is so giving of her talents so that she can inspire so many people, and the people that she can't actually meet in person, she writes these books for, and I love that. I think that is a wonderful way to be and to live. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little delve into the couple of zine making books, but mostly into my beautiful collection of Lynda Barry books. I hope you've enjoyed having a look and have felt inspired a little at least to make your own zine, to create your own monsters and demons and whatever else you want to make. Anyway, that's enough from me for today. I'll be back here very soon with something else. Bye for now.